began as just another quiet evening at home. The rain tapped a gentle rhythm against the window, and the lamp in the corner cast warm, familiar shadows along the living room walls. My family, my wife, our 8-year-old son, and I settled in for the night, content with the mundane comfort of routine. It was in these moments of calm that we often found ourselves watching Baxter, our golden retriever, with quiet amusement as he chewed on his toys or curled up at our feet. But that night, Baxter's focus was drawn elsewhere. He sat stiffly, his body tensed, his attention lasered onto the far corner of the living room. His eyes, typically warm and eager, held a sharp intensity as he gazed at that unremarkable spot where the two walls met. We chuckled at first, assuming he'd spotted a spider or heard the scurry of a mouse behind the drywall. Hours passed, the rain stopped, and we readied ourselves for sleep. But Baxter did not move. His vigil remained unbroken, his stare unwavering. By morning, the strange behavior continued. Baxter had not touched his breakfast. Instead, he maintained his rigid posture, claws dug into the carpet, eyes wide and unblinking. His tail, once curled with friendly exuberance, now lay flat. As concern crept in, my wife knelt beside him, murmuring gently, trying to draw his attention away from the corner. But her soft coaxing had no effect. Baxter neither acknowledged her nor seemed to take note of anyone else in the room. The hours trickled by in uneasy silence. Occasionally, Baxter's muscles trembled, as if he were bracing against an unseen force. The sense of tension mounted with every passing minute. There was something about his adamant fixation that unsettled us, a growing conviction that whatever he saw or sensed was not meant for human eyes. I pressed my ear to the wall, searching for a logical explanation, the hum of a pipe perhaps, or the scratching of a rat. But there was nothing, only the low pulse of our own anxiety echoing in the quiet. Then, just after midnight, everything changed. My wife and I were woken from uneasy sleep by a low, guttural growl, unmistakably Baxter's, but laced with a resonance we'd never heard before. We rushed to the living room and found him sitting just as he had been for the past day, staring unblinkingly at the corner. His growl built, trembling in his chest, then broke. His mouth moved, lips parting in a way that was not quite right for a dog. What happened next will haunt us forever. In a voice mangled and raw, yet somehow warped with eerie familiarity, Baxter spoke. The words tumbled out, each syllable drawn with torturous effort, as if language itself defied him. "Behind the wall," he rasped. His eyes did not stray from the corner, again, more urgently, trembling with dread. "Behind the wall." The house seemed to close in, our hearts thundering in our chests. We froze in place, the world outside our home fading into insignificance. The shadow in the corner seemed to shift, ever so subtle, deeper now, almost palpable. Baxter, trembling violently, looked at us for the first time in 2 days, his eyes pleading, desperate for us to understand. "Don't let it in," he croaked, his voice breaking. From that night on, the house felt changed. A coldness beneath the floorboards, a sense of watchful malice lurking just out of sight. We moved, abandoning the place that had once felt safe. Yet no matter where we go, I still see Baxter's haunted gaze in the quiet hours of early morning. Sometimes, when the world falls perfectly still, I think I hear a scratching, low, insistent, just behind the wall. And I remember what happens when you ignore the warnings given in voices not meant to speak.